Ball won by Dvorak, away from Strome. He'll get it back for Matheson, and it's Carrier that'll get it to center as Gallagher wants to tip it in. That goes off the skate of Dvorak, and it's picked up by Anthony Beauvillier, who will swing it back for Matt Roy. Carrier on the puck. He's met by the check of Beauvillier as Josh Anderson will lift it out. It's knocked down at center ice. Sandin has got it. Off the boards, out at center. Alexander Ovechkin up the middle, and it's carried in by Dubois. Hands it off. McMichael to the net. Stopped by Montembeault, and he'll cover it up as Connor McMichael gets the first chance in game one.
And then how about this transitional regroup into the neutral zone to Dubois, over to McMichael. You cannot stick check in the...
Caulfield tried to play it, carried out. Tom Wilson will bank it up ahead. McMichael trying to get around Hudson. Wilson with a McMichael with a chance, kicked out by Montembeault.
They're getting their first taste, and of course it shows up in the defensive end as Hudson
connects with Lars Eller. Eller down the wing, drags it and snapped it on net as Montembeault makes a stop. His first playoff game tonight, getting it in as Lane Hudson will work it back out. Gallagher to center. Anderson slips. Dvorak, return pass for Brendan Gallagher. Got it towards the net. It went off the leg of Caden Gooley. Back on the puck, being watched by Connor McMichael. From Tom Wilson. Wilson calling for the pass, but the shot from the line from Carlson is right on. And now it is Brendan Duhaime that feeds it back for Roy. Up onto the wing, Duhaime goes after it. Lane Hudson ties him up. Duhaime grabs the puck around the net. Second and foul. A quick shot by Roy, fought off by Montembeault. Lars Eller down the wing. Tag teamed along the boards as Anderson gets involved with Struble. Comes free. Pass across. Chikrin with a shot. Tipped in front. Montreal Canadiens with a chance denied by Montembeault.
Washington Capitals take control of the game. Don't allow the Montreal Canadiens to get any oxygen to create.
Laine has got it. He'll get it out of the zone to center. Patrick Laine ahead for Newhook. Tipped away by Roy. Newhook back to Laine with a shot. Kicked out. Rebound. O'Neill with a chance. That's denied. And we'll get our first power play of the series. It's that as Montembeault will block it. Matheson around the boards, and it kicks free in front. Here's a chance. Backhanded on goal by Duhaime, and the stop is made as Dowd is shook up. John Carlson hands it off for Strome. Strome onto the wing for Wilson. Back to Ovechkin. Scores!
Did it look really familiar to you? Because when he scored the goal against the Islanders to break the record, it looked very similar to that. And he pulls the trigger, and Strome and Wilson come into the zone. They both assisted on his 895th goal, and they've assisted on.
Sandin backtracks in his own end. He'll hand it off to Roy. Roy lost it. Suzuki's got it. Suzuki shoots off the end of Thompson, and it goes out of play as he had Caulfield with him on the wing.
To tie this up before they go in, Roy is going to cut back. No. With the one-goal lead late in the period, Suzuki strips him. I think he does the right thing. Sandin does a nice job of taking Caulfield away. So Suzuki says, you know what? I'm going to go for this short side upstairs. First set. On April 8th, they had already won the Metro. And on April 11th, they won the Eastern Conference. So they rested a lot of veteran players, a lot of guys who were nicked up, they rested down the stretch.
Cooley racing after it. Makes a play to keep it in, but it's taken away by Connor McMichael. On ahead for Strome. Trying to get it back for Wilson. Shot towards it. Picked up by Montembeault. Walks away with it. Left it to Carlson. Pass across. Wilson back for Carlson out of his reach. Wilson dropped it. Carlson in tight. Sandin off the post. Wilson out to center by Struble. Beauvillier to the mark. Forced wide by Lane Hudson. Strome on the puck. Back for Ovechkin. His shot. Stops, scores! Beauvillier bangs it in.
in the offensive zone with possession as Beauvillier comes in with the shot. Hudson gets the puck, and then he's going to fire it away off the wall, and Strome wins the battle to the puck. Ovi throws it to the net, and Beauvillier does the rest as he goes to the front of the net. You tell all young forwards the same thing. When you come out from behind the goal line, get to the front of the net. Struble again is out far. Hudson is up high.
Carlson blocked it. Matheson at the point tries to hold it in. Matheson shakes off McMichael. Here comes Slepkovsky. Sends it over to Nick Suzuki. Shooting off the post.
Suzuki as he lays this to the net, and Caulfield with the deflection right there, and it catches the...
Carlson on the puck. He'll roll it around as Caulfield goes after it. Ovechkin knocking down Cole Caulfield.
Unfortunate. That would have brought some crazy energy.
Dumped it back down along the boards. Newhook trying to work it free. And Wilson to the point, kicked in by Lane Hudson in front. Gallagher bouncing puck, got the shot away. Thompson made the save.
Keeping this puck alive along the blue line, and Gallagher, as the Caps think everyone's leaving the zone, Gallagher stays in and he just fumbles it for a second, and that gives the... Well, coming out of the Four Nations face-off, they had a 2% chance of making the playoffs, and Marty St. Louis told his team, well, 2%, we have a chance then. And that's the positivity that wears off on your team and your coaching staff.
Willie goes after it. Wilson there, chopped it back. Chychrun in front to ball, backhand, and that one goes wide. As back for Hudson. Lane Hudson to Nick Suzuki. Pressured, but he got it back for Hudson. Over to Laine. Another shot off the skate. Loose in front, scores! Cole Caulfield, power play goal. And the Canadiens are on the board.
Cole Caulfield has had Washington's number for quite some time. He just loves scoring on the Caps. That play along the wall, that little bobble by Suzuki that he controlled and got back to Hudson, that is a big play. He didn't panic. He got it back to Hudson. He lays it over to Laine. The shot goes off. A couple of skates. Finally, a break. Something bounces onto the stick of the Montreal Canadiens. And Caulfield, who rang one off the post.
Got it across, and a drive by Carrier. Deflected line. Caulfield in front. And Thompson got a piece. Wrap around. Loose in front. Slepkovsky jamming at it. Still free. Caulfield to Hudson. Hands it off. Carrier shot kicked out. Rebound. Wide open net. Scores! Nick Suzuki ties it. The captain comes through once again for the Canadiens. And it's 2-2.
It's taken 2 periods to kind of get their mojo going, but they found it in this Washington Capital team that looked almost unbeatable. Kind of looks like they have in the 3rd period down the stretch where they haven't played so good down low defensively as they try to nurse a 2-0 lead, and all of a sudden the Montreal Canadiens own every single puck. They win every puck battle, and then it's Nick Suzuki who rips this home.
Armia in on the forecheck, trying to knock it loose from Van Riemsdyk. Armia's got it, hands it off. Here's Carrier, playing it over Matheson. Oh, a big save by Thompson. Armia's shot blocked in front.
He doesn't want to freeze anything, so don't turn away from him ever, because he will play the puck as Matheson walks right in.
Has to be spoken to before this face-off. They'll scramble it off the draw. Matheson will take it. Played it ahead to the Capitals line, and game 1 in 2025.
Canadiens 11 overtimes in that year, and they won 10 of them, so I guess only fitting they start this one off in overtime.
And they win the draw, and we'll start off with it as Matheson gets it to center. Caulfield will tip it in. Bouncing puck off the draw, right in the slot. Mounts it over the mid-center. Rebound, scores! Alexander Ovechkin wins game 1 in overtime for Washington.
Icing call. Here's the face-off. It's a scramble draw that Ovechkin comes in and gets the puck back to I think it's Duhaime who pushes that out in front.